Block 80!
Right there, 56. You must be getting tired.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Now Roethlisberger going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 57 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Tighten up.
A handoff to Penny. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Green 80. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to get the first down here as he's up to the 14. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down. First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Fine, 90. Go. 40. 80 weapons. Rush in.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
That's another Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Blue 80. 98 for Mike. Go. Just like that. 18. 198. Double dog. That's the way. Check 24.
Penny. Oh, he shifts past him. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 2.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
198. Watch the run. Check this. Spot that.
Now Wilson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson sliding out of the pocket. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Bang out. Bam. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2
On second down, here's Penny. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. This is Penny. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
Green 80. Go, guys. 4 down. There. Back. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Watch 98. Hey. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 12. Shit. 14, Friday. Good touch.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 21-yard line.
Chris 15. Bang out. Bam. Hey, alert.
Now Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Blue 15. I'll go special. Here we go. Check 13. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check. 19. Go 14.
Wilson to throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawks.